Hi, Kings Mountain. We're back again with updates with the City Manager, and I'm your City Manager, Jim Palenick. You know, we work very hard in local government to try to create desired solutions, those that will serve particular areas of our community or certain residents or certain needs and services. And sometimes we realize that because of a number of constraints, we can't ultimately make that desired solution happen or occur, or maybe economically it doesn't work. So then we look at what can be a compromise or an optimal solution. And that's what we want to talk a little bit about today, one of those optimal solutions that the city has come up with. And this really won't apply actually to a lot of the people who live within our community, but nonetheless it will be important to a certain segment of our community. And that is, most people who have homes in the community are served by sanitary sewer. So at your home, of course, you have water, and then you also have sewer. But there still remains some homes within our community that, because of the way the annexation may have happened over time as a legacy annexation, because of the topography of where it is, because of the inability for the economics to work on extending sanitary sewer, that some areas still find where the homes may not be served by sanitary sewer system. And we continue to look at ways that we might be able to do that, to actually extend sanitary sewer service to those areas. And sometimes for a number of reasons, and I've mentioned some of them, topography or lots of rock within the soil, maybe hilly soil with combination with rock, the fact that some homes are very far spaced apart, that also come into contact with the high cost of creating sanitary sewer system extensions within those areas, simply make it economically unfeasible. So we have come up with one of those optimal compromise solutions to try to support and serve those areas where people are not served by sanitary sewer. And the idea is, and we're going to take this to the City Council on May 28th for approval, is to put together a program that we're calling a sewer, or not a sewer, in this case it's a Septic System Maintenance Agreement between homeowner and the city. It will act much like insurance basically. So if you are served by a septic system and a leach field, and that's essentially the alternative that you have if you're not on a sanitary sewer system, then at times, of course, that septic system may need maintenance. It may need to be pumped out, and at some point in time it may actually fail and it may have to be replaced. So we're putting together this program that looks much like an insurance program, so that if people sign up, and it's voluntary, you don't have to, but you can, it's voluntary. The city would come out, they would initially inspect your septic system and leach field, just to create a kind of baseline determination of what condition it's in, and when the next time it may need either pumping or maintenance. And then you sign up, you execute an agreement that says basically you will allow the city or its representatives, when they need to come onto your property to access the septic system or to inspect the system and potentially to do maintenance or improvements or even replacement. You pay $10 a month for as long as you're signed up in the system. And if and when you need specific maintenance or pumping or final ultimate replacement to that septic system, then that will be taken care of by the city. So it really, again, think of it like an insurance program, but it gives certainty to know that because you don't have an actual sewer system that the city would be responsible for. In a similar fashion, you can have confidence that your septic system will be taken care of when it needs to be taken care of. So again, the proposal is $10 a month, every month while you're signed up, and the city then would be responsible in that septic system that you own, that's part of your private property, but that serves as your sewer system, to pump it when it needs pumping, maintain it if there's some maintenance needed to it, and if it ultimately fails, to replace it in a manner that is now appropriate and lawful and serves the needs of your particular household. So again, we're calling it a septic system maintenance program. It is voluntary. If you find yourself in a situation where you own a septic system and leach field at your home for your household, and you think this is a good deal, and we think it is a good deal, well, it's a very modest cost, $10 a month. The city is pre-funding a trust fund so that we will have adequate funds in advance. So as the people sign up, if we see that there are more need for making improvements, maintenance, and or replacements early in the program before the $10 a month revenues come back to the city become enough to cover all those costs, that we'll have pre-funded several $100,000 to make certain that they will cover those costs. So we have thought about this for some time. We've looked at various alternatives, and at the end of the day, we think this is not only the most cost-effective alternative, both for the homeowner, but for the city as well, and still serves the need of the particular homeowner because they can have that certainty that they will have a system in place that if it has a problem will be taken care of. So wanted to let you know, and it's another one of those examples where oftentimes we can't necessarily come up with the most desired solution, because that would be to provide sanitary sewer system to everybody, to every household. But an optimal solution can be determined. And this one really is that. It's a compromise, it's optimal, it should serve the needs of those folks that otherwise, to this point, have had to be out there on their own, basically responsible for those systems. So with that, that is our brief update for today. We look forward to the next time. This has been Updates with the City Manager. We'll see you, Kings Mountain.